Prayer of Vengeance, a novel. Book 1 in the Call of Vengeance series by John Stafford. Narrated by Keong Sim. Two forces vie for the soul of the world, darkness and light. It is never easy to write the truth of the darkness, for it is cruel and attacks both body and spirit, bestowing insufferable pain. To gaze into the heart of darkness is to feel its horror, even when we stand at a distance. But looking into darkness is a sharp reminder that there is a prevailing light, offering hope and deliverance from this evil. When darkness gathers its forces, when darkness performs its evil unchecked, our only recourse is to call on the light in absolute dependence and trust. For the light of heaven has offered the prayer of vengeance to a chosen few. Chapter 1. Mary Wright. Mary Wright lived with Aunt Claire ever since Mary's parents died in a car crash when Mary was 10 years old. Aunt Claire was her mother's sister and Mary's only living relative. Her aunt was short, overweight, a heavy drinker, and had been divorced for 20 years. Simply put, she was a drunk. She'd never remarried, but it wasn't from a lack of trying. Every night, 6 days a week, she was at the Roadrunner Lounge to hook up with whoever would have her. Her romances never left the parking lot and remained in the back seat of her date of the night. When first contacted about the death of Mary's parents, Claire had no interest in taking in her sister's kid. She hadn't seen the child in 3 years. Claire took a long drag on her Camel cigarette, sending a small smoke ring into the air as she sat in the booth at the bar talking to the social worker. "Hell, I couldn't pick her out of a crowd if my life depended on it," Aunt Claire said when the social worker asked her to take care of Mary. "Your sister set up a trust fund and put you in charge of Mary and the money," the social worker told her. With dollar signs in her eyes, Mary's aunt became the caring and loving person the social worker was looking for. She was more than happy to take in Mary, especially since by doing so, Aunt Claire had full access to the trust fund money to do with as she pleased. The day Mary moved in, her aunt quit her job at the Beaverview bowling alley, and the spending began. From the first day at Aunt Claire's house, Mary was basically raising herself. Her aunt cared nothing about her niece's wants or needs. She told her friends at the Roadrunner Lounge that caring for Mary was like having a cat that could talk. All Claire had to do was put food in the fridge and her job was done. "I don't even need a damn litter box," Claire said with a laugh. If Mary asked for money for clothes or spending cash, the answer was always the same. "Do you think my money grows on trees? Go get a job." When Mary turned 16, she did just that. She took a job in the deli department at Lofino's, the local grocery store. It gave her the money she needed and made up somewhat for the social life she didn't have. She loved talking to everyone who came to the store, and everyone loved Mary's easygoing personality. It was May of 1974, and Mary was finishing her junior year. Working at the deli counter on a Friday night, she met 3 older boys who seemed to fancy her and flirt with her. Over the next several weeks, they came to the deli almost daily to get their lunches or dinner items. The boys made it a point to tell her how her hair looked nice, that they loved her smile and liked her figure. The flirting and compliments were endless. Mary had no idea or experience on how to handle this newfound attention. Every time the boys came in, they would only let Mary wait on them. "Thank you, but we will wait for Mary to help us," the boy called Mikey would say to whoever offered to help them as they waited. Somehow, they always knew when she would...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?